Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a sequel that's unlike most sequels because it's actually better than the first one. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2, right away I gotta tell you, this was a fantastic movie. I like this one more than I liked the first one, and I thought the first one was good, but the first one did have a couple quarrels where I wished it had more video game references, and this one fixes all of that. There's tons more video game references in the second one. I also love the fact that Knuckles is in it for a significant amount of time. Like, I was really worried that Knuckles was going to be a character I wouldn't even come across till halfway through the movie. Fortunately, that's not the case. He's in it pretty much the entire movie. I love Knuckles. He's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite Sonic character. Definitely overshadowed Tails in this whole thing. Tails was really good in this as well. I do enjoy Tails. I just like Knuckles more. Now, I will say this is a 2-hour-long movie, and it does feel every bit of 2 hours long because I feel like this could have been done in an hour 45 or an hour and 40 minutes. There were a few scenes in here that I just didn't feel like they fit in the movie. They were in there for filler. You know, they could have been completely eliminated from the movie and it would have had no impact on it. So for that regard, it wasn't perfect. But all in all, it was a great movie. I love how they really surrounded this around the video game characters themselves. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, and didn't involve the humans as much as they did in the first movie. And that was another thing I had a quarrel with the first movie. Way too much human interaction. This one kind of weaned away from that a little bit. So we had more Sonic action, more Tails, more Knuckles. And that's what I think made the movie. Now, again, there were a lot more video game references, and maybe a couple things were changed up from the video game. It wasn't a perfect copy. So I think if you're a hardcore Sonic fan and you played the video games a lot, you may find some discrepancies in there, but they're not bad discrepancies. They're good. It makes the movie work. Now, I want to address Idris Elba as Knuckles because when I first heard the casting, I was like, this could work or this could really flounder. I'm not sure which way this is going to go, but when I see him in action and I hear his voice, perfect casting. Knocked it out of the park. I love Idris Elba as Knuckles. He did a fantastic job with this character. He's tough. He's very straightforward. He's on a mission. He's that warrior type that just can't seem to get out of that warrior type. He doesn't know how to let loose and have fun. He's on a mission 24/7. Unlike Sonic, who's kind of the complete opposite, he's just out having fun while trying to complete a mission at the same time. So I have to say there's a lot more fan service in this movie, and I definitely am one to appreciate a lot of fan service. I love fan service in the movie, especially when it comes to video games and things like that. I think it's incredibly important, whether it's relevant to the movie or not, and some people may argue with me on that one, and that's fine, but I just like references like that thrown in. As long as it doesn't take away from being a good movie, which it was. This was a really fun family movie for all ages. I don't care if you're 5 years old or 50 years old. I'm 43 years old. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Now, Jim Carrey comes back as Robotnik, and he really levels up, no pun intended, with the character. I mean, everything about Robotnik in this feels more video game-ish than the first one did. He kind of brings the Eggman character more to the forefront rather than just some weird scientist that I think we got in the first movie. This one does feel like Eggman or, you know, that character you'll get in the video game. Being it is a sequel, there really wasn't any build up, so we got right into the action. It had a really good flow to it. Again, with the exception of, I'd say, 2 scenes that I think we really could have done without. There was just a real waste of time. And I don't want to spoil it for you and tell you what those 2 scenes were, but they were definitely just filler. So we could have done without that, and we could have shortened the movie about 15 to 20 minutes, and it would have been perfect. But overall, I would definitely go watch this again. I probably will watch this again. Great movie. You should definitely watch it. If you have seen it, I want to know what your thoughts are on it. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button on your way if you haven't already. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.